As funny as this seems, this is one of the reasons that job applications online are so messed up. So I was talking to a recruiter in my company about how many applications they get, and they get about 1,000 per open position. And she said she started to notice, one of the people on her team started to notice that a lot of people were matching the job description. They were just all these matches. But then when they would call them, it was pretty clear that they were not a match. They didn't really understand any of this, but somehow the system was picking up. And then they pulled up one of the resumes, this person, and highlighted at the very bottom and realized that the person had done a small white font, and they had literally just copied the job description and stuck it in their resume. So the resume looked okay, but you couldn't see the font that was there visually, but the computer did. And of course, you're like this wonderful match because, wow, everything on this resume is matching our job description. And then they would call them, and, obviously the person was not a match for the job. So it's kind of like an old school trick people would do for keyword stuffing on a web page, right? You build a web page and then you put white font somewhere small at the bottom. Nobody could see except a computer. Or if you looked at the source code and then suddenly you're like keyword #1 match in Google for, resume expert or something like that. So it's old school, but apparently people are still doing it. And it just makes it harder for people who are legitimately matches that aren't doing that, and then the system doesn't pick them up, and then it takes a lot of recruiters' time wasting their time talking to people that aren't matches. But I guess that's what this industry has come down to, desperation on both sides. So, yeah, interesting tip, and people are doing that.